it's Laura here from TWG Designs. I'm really excited to share my new digital planner with you all today. It's available now in the shop as an instant download. But I wanted to sit down and film a little flip through and a tour through the planner so you can see what the pages look like, some of the functionalities of it, and just a quick guide on basics of how to use a digital planner. So to get started, I want to preface by saying that this file is rather large. It's a very extensive planner. It's over 600 pages. I really wanted to add a lot of extra inserts and really functional pages that would help you kind of keep your entire life in one easy to use place. So before we even get started, if you're new to digital planning, essentially a digital planner is just a really big PDF file, and it has hyperlinks. These hyperlinks help you navigate through the planner. You can just tap on a link and it would jump to that page of the planner. One of the main benefits I would say of digital planners is just how compact and concise it all is. It's just a really minimal way of planning. You're avoiding having tons and tons of notebooks and stacks of notepads and sticky notes. It's all digital, and I have transitioned over to this over the past year because this is something I've been working on for quite a while. And honestly, I'm kind of hooked. So even if you're kind of a skeptic like I was at first, it took me a while to even entertain the idea of digital planning, but now it's something I really, really love. And you'll see later on in this demo and flip through just how many options there are and how customizable it is. You can get really creative with colors and with stickers and widgets, and it's just a lot of fun. So one last thing to go over before I actually get into the planner and the flip through are the tools I'm using. So here I am on an iPad Pro, the 12.9 inch, and I use the Apple Pencil. You're going to need an app that will allow you to annotate a PDF. There are a bunch of apps, and I highly recommend doing a bit of research and just kind of finding the one that you mesh with the most. However, I do recommend using an app that will allow you to swipe through the PDF pages left and right. I just think it's more intuitive when it comes to planning. The app that I highly recommend is Goodnotes. Let's just get started. I'm going to go ahead and import the actual planner. Now this is kind of a larger file, so again, I want to mention, make sure your tablet is running the latest and most updated operating system. You want to have your apps all updated and make sure you're just using the latest and greatest version of everything possible. Okay, so I'm airdropping this because I'm on an iPad, but we're going to open with Goodnotes. We're going to import as a new document. So this is the cover page of the planner. I called this the Living Life Planner because it really is like everything you need in your life all in one spot. It's very extensive. Again, it has over 600 pages, which might sound overwhelming, but you don't need to use all the pages. Let's get started. This will be page 1. Page 1 is a welcome page. It's got a little note and some quick basic how-tos on using the planner. All of these buttons are hyperlinked, so you'll be able to click on these. And I also have a digital planner user guide on my website here, which you can tap and it will take you straight to it. I've gone ahead and added some little notes. The next page is your index page. This is like your home page, your content page. Here you'll find every single page that's available in this planner. You will be able to access it straight from the index. This index page can be found here in the little home tab. You can also access this page by tapping on the coils from any page in the planner. Another quick tip, if you're ever wanting to start from scratch, reset, go back to the front cover, this little area right here underneath where it says the Living Life Planner, if you tap anywhere in this area, it will take you back to the cover page and it's like your reset button. So let's head back over to the index. Now, everything on this page for the most part is a hyperlink, which means you can tap on all of these titles or words or boxes and it will navigate you straight to that page in the planner. I do want to mention this is an undated planner, which means that you will need to be filling in every single day. And it's also what's known as a Monday start. So you'll notice that the first day is Monday versus Sunday, and that's going to apply to your weeks as well. And it's also a horizontal layout, so I do highly recommend opening it up and viewing your tablet horizontally in landscape mode versus portrait, just because the planner itself will take up more of the screen. It's just easier to use that way. So let's go back to the index. Now, all of these, like I mentioned, are hyperlinked. So if you want to see a packing list, you can type right here. We'll take you to the packing list. Now to go back to index, you just have to tap the coils. If you want to take a look at your September finances, you'd go here to finances, tap September, and it will take you straight to your September finances page. Okay, so that's the index page. This is, again, it's kind of like your home page, content page. If you're ever lost, tap the coils, or you can access it by tapping this home tab at the top left. Okay, so next I want to start kind of taking you on a tour through all the tabs on this planner. Just as a quick at a glance, this set of tabs will show you the yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily page options. These are all monthly pages, so every single month of the year has a vision, project, finance, wellness, and photo page. This second set of tabs right here is kind of like your more popular extra inserts, and I will go over what that means as well. All the way down the right-hand tabs, these are the monthly tabs, and they are color-coded by quarter as well. So you've got quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. And then down here, we have the extras tab, which is going to take you to all of your extra inserts, and then 2 different sticker tabs, which I will go over as well. In the bottom left-hand corner, this set of tabs is known as your custom tabs, and again, I will go over how to use those. Lastly, we have a password tab, which will take you to the password page. I'm going to go and tap on all of these tabs in order just to kind of give you an overview of what to expect in this planner. Let's start with the yearly tab. This will take you to the yearly page index. All of these buttons are hyperlinked to certain pages: year at a glance, important dates, yearly finances, and my year-end photos. And this is a fun page where you can easily access each month's photo album. I think this is really fun. Next, we have the monthly tab. Everything on this page is also hyperlinked based on each of the monthly extra pages. Say you want to see your fitness for February, you would tap on the February and it will take you straight to your February health and fitness page. Same thing if you want to take a look at your finances for January, and it'll take you straight to your January finances page. So it's kind of like a shortcut way of seeing all of these extra pages on a monthly basis. The next tab over is weekly. This is the whole year broken down by weeks. So you've got every month, week 1 through 5. If you specifically want to jump to a week in a month, let's say March week 3, you could tap this and it would take you straight to the 3rd week of March. That's the weekly tab, and these will be the weekly meal planners. So just gives you 2 different ways of seeing it. Let's say you want to go to October week 4, and you can go ahead and see the meal planner of October week 4 and make your notes straight from here. So this is the weekly tab. Next we have the daily tab. This is broken down even further, where it's basically the year at a glance. If you want to access any specific day of any month, let's say you want to go to the 10th of August, you would go to August and tap on 10, and it will take you straight to the 10th day of August. Now again, this is an undated planner, so you would have to manually write in the 10th of August and circle what day of the week it is. On the right side of the daily tab, you also have 3 additional pages that you can fill out on a daily basis. So you have a gratitude journal, a habit tracker, and a morning and night routines page. Moving on to this side, let's go to the vision tab. The vision tab is essentially your general vision board. Selfishly, I made it the first tab just because for me a vision board is very crucial. I make random vision boards throughout the year whenever I feel I need to just get really creative and do maybe a collage or just write things down, whatever. So this one up here is not tied down to any specific month. It's just there for you whenever you need a general vision board. The next tab over is projects. Now this is your project index. I went ahead and split this up into 8 different projects. You can number them, letter them, you can write in the specific name of each project, but each one of these is linked to its own project planner page. Now this page obviously breaks down your project into actionable steps and milestones, notes, resources. Each one, again, links to its own page. If you want to go back to the index page, you can tap here on the project tab, or you can tap down here, back to project index, and it will take you here. On the right-hand side, I've also added hyperlinks to each monthly related project page. So these are kind of like the 8 projects that you can have ongoing and are not tied down to any specific month. But let's say you have certain projects that you want to tackle in each month. So let's say you want to go to your April projects, tap that, and it will take you straight to your April projects. Now, this is broken down in a different way by career, home, and other, but I will show you later on a way to kind of edit these titles if they don't apply or if you want to change them. The next tab over is finances. Here you'll find any finance related page in the entire planner. So you can quickly jump to any monthly finance page here, or you can go to quarterly, yearly, and then I have 2 trackers. I have a budget and a debt tracker. Here's an example of the quarterly page. I have the yearly finances broken down by quarter. If that's something that is useful for you, I know it is for me. You can go back to your yearly finances, budget tracker, and debt tracker. Essentially, these tabs are kind of like shortcuts. Basically, these are all different ways to access pages in your planner. You can also come down here and go to September and see your finances for September, or you can just go straight to finances and see your finances from September here. They'll both take you to the same place. They're just different ways of getting there. So that's the finance page. Next, we have wellness. This tab is relating to anything mental health, working out, feeling good about yourself. Here you'll find all of the extra wellness inserts, a gratitude journal, mindfulness, health and fitness, meal planning, and routines. And then you also have quick access to the monthly self-care pages. So for example, if you want to check out your February self-care, it will take you straight to this page. The next tab over is photos. It's kind of like a giant photo album that I've broken down by month. You know, at the end of the year, this will be really fun to look back on, and you can quickly check out your March photos by tapping on March, and then it's kind of like a little fun Polaroid grid where you can add your own photos, and I will share how to do that later on as well. The next tabs over are kind of like your more commonly used extra inserts. So we have Eats. Now this is your weekly meal plan overview. You can jump straight to a weekly meal plan, for example, June week 3, and it will take you to week 3 meal planner of June. Back to Eats. On this side, I have quick access to a quick meals page, recipe cards, and grocery lists. The next tab over is lists. It's going to open up with your basic general checklist, and then from here, it will link you over to packing list, grocery list, and colored list. So really quick, here's a packing list. This is great for going on trips. Back to list. Here's a grocery list. I purposely left the labels blank to maybe kind of break down your grocery by section. So it'd be like produce, vegetables, dairy, you know, however you like to shop. So that's what these kind of little tabs are for. You can obviously not use them as well. And then lastly, we have the colored list, which is basically just a color-coded list if this is something that is more visually appealing to you. Moving on, the next tab is journal. It will automatically open up to your basic lined journal page, and from here you can jump to a bullet journal and a gratitude journal. The next tab over is fitness. So this is your health and fitness kind of overview page. It's not month specific. The next tab over is goals. This is just a general overview of the goals you have going on for the year. I also have split this by category, but again, I will go over how to kind of edit these titles if they don't apply to you. And then I have broken down 3 main goals that you can kind of focus on for the whole year. This again is not month specific. Okay, so let's get into the side tabs here, which are the monthly tabs. Let's go to January. Again, I want to remind you this is an undated planner, so you will have to fill in all of the dates every month. Now, what might not be so obvious on this page, I do have each week color-coded here by a little tab. You can tap on this color tab and it'll take you straight to that week. So if you want to jump to January week 4, you can just tap on this tab right here and it'll take you to week 4 of January. If you ever want to go back to the monthly overview page, you can either tap the tab or wherever it says January on the page, it'll take you straight back to this monthly overview. All of the monthly days are separated out onto their own pages. So if you want to jump to the 15th of January, you can just tap here and it'll take you to January 15th. Again, you'll have to write in the 15th and you'll have to circle the day of the week, but each day of the month is separated onto its own page. That way you don't have to copy and paste this page 31 times. You might not need all 31 pages because obviously not every single month has 31 days, but because this is undated and you can use it year after year, I've already gone ahead and copied and pasted this page 31 times for you. And that way, if you're ever on any month and you want to see any day, you can just tap it and it'll automatically take you to that page. One more thing I want to note before moving forward is that this planner is meant to mimic a traditional paper planner in that you will need to write things down and there's nothing that gets automatically filled in for you. So let's say you're on January 10th and you make a note here and you go back to the January page. That note that you made won't automatically pop up here on this page. You would have to also write the same note in if you wanted it to show. Pretty much just like writing on paper. Let's talk a little bit more about this monthly overview page. Again, each week is broken down. You have easy access to each week. You have easy access to each day. And then this monthly overview page also has quick links to all of the extra inserts that are related to each month. So you'll see every month has the same extra inserts. Now, another thing to note about this planner is that I have separated the months by tab, and whatever month you're looking at, the previous tabs will flip over to the other side, much like a paper planner, which I think is really fun and I love. If you're ever at a month and you need to go back and look at a previous month, you can still tap these tabs and it'll take you back over. Now, each month has these 6 specific monthly pages. So you'll have a vision board for January, specifically for January. You'll have a finance page for January, projects, self-care, fitness, and lastly, photos. And this will be like your photo album for the month. So that's your monthly overview. If you swipe over, it will take you to your weekly pages. This is week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And week 5. And each of these weekly pages will also link you straight to that week's meal plan. So if you're on week 3 or 4 of January and you want to go to the meal plan, tap that, and now you are on week 3 meal plan. You can go back to week 3 by tapping here. So from all the meal planner weeks, you can also access the general week. After all of the weekly pages, it will start taking you straight into the daily pages. Now, this is if you just want to use your planner by swiping, because that's another way of navigating through your planner. So let's go to the last daily page. The page after that gets into the weekly meal planners. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5. You also have access to a quick meals page and a recipe card page. So you have quick meals, which is kind of like a space for you to just jot down easy quick meals that you can jump to whenever. You also have recipe cards. These are cards that you can fill in. I've also added a really cute little measurement chart to this. After all of the meal planners, it jumps into your monthly extra pages. So we'll have vision board, finances, projects, self-care, health and fitness, and month in memories. The last page of every monthly tab is this photo month in memories. You know that if you swipe one more over, you'll be in the next month. So those are pretty much all of the monthly tabs, and you'll find everything related to each month within each of these tabs. So you've got November fitness. You've got May self-care. You've got August finances. Or you can look at it as a daily or weekly planners. February, week 3, You can do February 21st, take you to the daily page. Let's move on to this extras tab. Takes you to essentially all of the extra really functional inserts that are included in this planner. Don't feel like you have to use every single page. There's just a lot here for you to play around with. So let's go over the functional inserts first. We have all of these, and I'm going to quickly tap on them just so you can get a quick overview of the page. So we have a goal tracker. We have mindfulness, important dates, AM and PM routines, a habit tracker, a cleaning checklist, a budget tracker, a debt tracker, a content planner, an order tracker, a packing list, a gratitude journal, and lastly, an event planner. On the left-hand side of this extras tab, I've also included a lot of extra blank pages. So I'll quickly go over these as well. Basic blank white page, a lined page, a grid page, a chart, a dotted page, a blank tracker, a craft paper page. I don't know how well that's going to pick up on camera, but it's got a texture like a craft paper, a blank list, and a colored page. So I wanted to do a page that had a bit of a darker background, just for your own creativity if you want to write on it using a white or lighter color pen. So this is your extras tab. Moving on, we have a tab for stickers. This first one will show your decorative stickers, and the second one will show your more functional stickers. And I will get into how to use these stickers in your planner a little bit later on. Moving on, we've got these 6 custom tabs. You've got tab 1, tab 2, 3, all the way through 6. And you'll see each of these tabs right next to each other. I will go ahead and show you later on how to add your own pages behind each of these custom tabs. And lastly, we've got this little tab down here, which is a lock icon. And this is your password page where you can keep track of all of your different passwords for websites, emails, all of that. Okay, so let me just have a quick break right here. Need some coffee, need some energy. Wow, okay. So this is gonna be kind of a longer video, but I wanna keep going because now I wanna get into some of the basics of how to plan, right? Because we've gone through it all, you've seen all the pages, we're back here at the index page. But now what? What can I do with this planner? Again, I'm using the app called Goodnotes. This next part of the video is going to be more specific to the Goodnotes app. However, most of these PDF annotation and note-taking apps will have very similar features. So first things first, in Goodnotes, we've got this pen with the circle around it, or pencil with the circle around it, means that you are in viewing mode. And this will allow you to actually click on the hyperlinks and navigate the planner like so, right? If you want to actually write in the planner, you will need to tap on this icon and it will show a pencil with a line through it. The toolbar will pop up and you're in what's called editing mode. So you've got your different tools, you've got the pen, you've got the eraser, the highlighter, shapes, da-da-da-da. I'm not gonna go into too much detail here in terms of how to use these different Goodnotes tools, but I will show you some basics and I will show you how to add in your own photos and also some sticker elements. So now you are here in your tool tab. You can select from different types of tools you wanna use. I'm partial to the fountain pen. And you can have different line thicknesses here. Now I've already kind of adjusted these to my liking and my preferences, but you've got also your eraser tool, you can erase. And you also have different color palettes that you can use. So let's say you're here in your editing mode and you are writing things down and taking notes in your planner. You will not be able to tap any of these hyperlinks if you're in editing mode. In order to go back and tap on the hyperlinks, you will need to toggle back into viewing mode, and then you'll be able to tap. So just remember, you're going to be toggling back and forth between viewing mode, where you can click or tap the hyperlinks, and editing mode, where you can actually write and use all of these tools. So back and forth, you're going to be toggling a lot while you're using your planner. And at first, it might take a minute to get used to, but once you get into the flow, you'll get the hang of it, and it will become like second nature, just toggling back and forth. All right, another important thing to know how to do with your digital planner is how to copy and paste and add pages to certain sections. You can copy and paste a page, and you can also duplicate pages. Let me show you a few examples. Let's go down here to your custom tabs, and let's say you want to create a custom section in your planner behind custom tab number 1. Let's say you want custom tab number 1 to be your event planner tab. Let's say you host a lot of parties, and this is going to be useful and essential for you. So what you would do is navigate over to your, let's say, event planner insert, and you would tap on these 3 dots and click on copy page. Then you would navigate back over to custom tab 1, and you would write in events. Now you want to paste that insert that we just copied. You're going to go on this icon right here. Make sure it's on after. Before, after just means before or after the page you're looking at now. So you want to paste that page after this tab, and you're going to tap paste page. And now your page has been pasted right after custom tab 1. So now you've got custom tab 1, you've got your page, swipe again, and now you're in custom tab 2. So it's kind of like you're inserting this page into your custom tab. Let's go back in and do another example. Let's go to journal, and let's say you really like this lined page, and you just want to have a second lined page right behind it. You would just tap on the icon here and tap on current template. And just like that, you've added a second journal page directly after. Let's do a third example. Let's say you're in February, week 3, and you're at your meal planner. So I would find my list here, grocery list, tap the 3 dots, copy page, go back to February, week 3, meal plan. So you know you want to paste the grocery list right after this page. Add page, after, paste page. And there you go. Now you've got your February week 3 meal planner, and directly after it, a grocery list. And then it moves on to week 4. So you've just like inserted this page. Basically, you can copy and paste any page in this planner as many times as you want. That's why I love this custom tab area, because it gives you so much flexibility. You can add in infinite pages. Go back to your index page with the coils, and you know that custom tab number 1 is events, and number 2 is creative journal. So you can start logging these here in your index page. Number 1 is events, and number 2 is creative journal. So this is like a way for you to kind of keep track of your custom tabs, and if you tap on it from your index, it'll take you straight there. All right, so those are pretty much the basics on how to use the planner. Now this next part of the video, I do want to kind of go into Goodnotes features a tiny bit further. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more on how to use Goodnotes, now again, other apps will have very similar features. The first tool I want to really get into is the pen and highlight tools. These are the basics. We've got the pen, we've got the eraser, we've got a highlighter tool, we've got shapes, a lasso. This is your elements, which I'll explain. This is to add photos, and this is a text box. This is a highlighter. This is more like if you're doing a presentation and you want to kind of highlight certain things on the page. For the most part, you're going to probably be using these 3. Today we've got some errands to run. Then we've got to make lunch. And then we've got to take Ellie to the vet. I'm obviously simplifying all this. You can move with the lasso tool, handwriting, images, and text boxes. So depending on what you want to move, I just want to move my handwriting here. I would circle this and you can move it, which is very useful. You can also resize it if it's a little too big. You can place it in certain areas. So that's a way to use the lasso tool. The highlighter tool is essentially similar to the pen tool, except for, again, you have different size thicknesses. It will just act like a highlighter. It will not fully cover any text. But you can use this in so many different ways. You can use this to, again, highlight. You can draw with. Now in Goodnotes, if you double tap with 2 fingers, it's an undo button. You can also use these buttons to undo and redo. If you have a highlighter over a pen mark, let's say you want to erase just the highlighter. So in my eraser tool, I can put erase highlighter only, toggle that on, and now it's only going to erase my highlighter. Or I can toggle this off and it will erase absolutely everything. Now, another thing to note about the color palette is that you'll see in the index page, I have provided a color palette with hex code numbers. So this color palette is helpful if you want to get creative and you want to match your writing or your highlighting colors to the aesthetic of this planner. Whether you're in pen or the highlighter, you can add these custom colors to your color palette. So let's go to the pen. And you'll see I've already done that down here. Let's say I want to add in this first custom color. I would type this in. It would be EDE5E0. You'll see the color pop up right here, and you want to tap on the little blue plus sign, and there it is. That's the new custom color that you've just added to your color palette. All right, so the next thing we're gonna go over is how to add photos to your monthly memories tab. So let's say we're in January and we're in our photos tab. Now I wanna add a photo here. You're gonna need to go back over to editing mode, and you can tap on this icon right here, and you would just either select your photo from here, or you could tap on the screen. So let's say you wanna add this photo in. You would be able to resize it. You can pinch and zoom. You can also now crop it, tap it again, crop, and you can either freehand crop it or use a rectangular crop, and you can just kind of eyeball it to look a little bit more square, like so, and there you go. You can also kind of like pinch and squeeze a bit. I wouldn't recommend doing this as it will affect the aspect ratio, but with some photos, it's all right. You can write on this. So let's add another photo. I'm gonna add this photo of Ellie. Pinch and zoom, add this in here. Okay, let's say you didn't like how this came out, you could erase it, rewrite it. Okay. Highlight. There's just so much you can do. Now moving on, I want to go over how to use the stickers. So in these 2 sticker tabs, you'll see decorative stickers and functional stickers. These 2 tabs are pretty much just meant to show you the collection of stickers that's included with your planner. I wouldn't recommend actually grabbing the stickers from this page. There are so many much easier and quicker ways to use stickers, but let's just say for the sake of this video, you want to use the stickers right off of these tabs. Say we want this washi tape. We're gonna go over here to the lasso tool and we're going to draw around it, tap, and take screenshot. and that's the screenshot you'll see. You're going to tap here and tap copy. Navigate to any page you'd like to place that sticker. Tap to hold and paste, and there's the sticker. Now obviously this sticker isn't ideal because it's got the background, it's got pieces of the other stickers in it. So what we can do from here is tap it again and crop it, freehand crop, and you're going to need to manually, I'm not doing this carefully at all, manually crop around it, and there you go. So now you've kind of got rid of most of the background, although it still has a slight little border around it, which I guess could be a vibe. It looks more like an actual physical sticker. But as you can see, that's a lot of different steps to take just to grab a sticker. There's a much easier way to use stickers in your planner, and I'm gonna go over those ways now. If you use Goodnotes, when you purchase this planner, you will also receive a Goodnotes file that you can import directly into the app, and they will already be pre-cropped. So all of these steps that I've just done to crop around this little sticker, I've already went ahead and did that for you in a separate file, and you can just import that file into Goodnotes and then simply copy and paste over to your planner file. Now I've already imported the file, so it's here in my stickers folder. You're gonna open it up, and this is how it should look. You should now have your planner on one tab and your sticker book on another tab. And this is another reason why I really like Goodnotes, because you can just easily toggle between the planner on this tab, and this will be your sticker book on this tab. Now, the sticker book will open up like this, and you'll have decorative stickers and functional stickers. So let's go over to decorative, and let's go back and say we wanna use this washi tape sticker again. All we'd have to do this time is go back over to editing mode, photo icon, tap on the sticker we want, tap again, share, copy. Now we go back over to the planner tab. Let's say we want to paste this on January week 2, right next to this other one that we had pasted. You're gonna tap and hold and paste. So there's your sticker. And now the difference is, obviously this one doesn't have any white borders, and we didn't have to go through all those extra steps. If you placed it and you want to edit it, you just tap it again and you can resize it. So let's go over this from our planner. We want to go back over to our sticker book and grab a sticker to use. So I'm going to tap here. And let's say we want to use this camera. Make sure you're on this icon, tap it, share, copy, go back over to our planner, tap to hold and paste. And you can resize, and that would be that. And the same thing works for the functional stickers in the sticker book. You can access them right here, or again, the coils in the middle will take you to the cover page. So in functional stickers, let's say you want to grab this laundry header. The same thing applies. You would go here, make sure you're in this icon, double tap, share, copy, go back over to the planner, tap to hold, paste, and there's your sticker. So that's basically the gist of using stickers in Goodnotes. Obviously, if you're using another app, you won't be able to access or use the Goodnotes sticker book, but I will show you another way of using the stickers in your planner. So let's just get rid of this tab for now. Another thing that's included in the purchase of this planner is a folder with all of the individual stickers as PNG files with transparent backgrounds. So what you can do, or what I do, is I make sure I save them in my Files app, and then I will split screen between my Files app and Goodnotes. And I already have all of them here, and you'll see all of the stickers that are included. So you can grab one and drag it in and drop it, and it's as easy as that. And they are pre-cropped, they don't have any white borders, they've got the transparent backgrounds, and that's that. You can also save your stickers to your camera roll and just import them as images. Like for example, this would be a sticker that I saved in my camera roll. Just tap it and there it goes. Another thing you can do specifically in Goodnotes, which is another reason I absolutely love this app, you can add certain stickers to your elements. Elements is basically like a little quick access to all the stickers that you use often. I'm going to go through how to do that now. Let's say you're a photographer and you love this camera sticker because you use it a lot throughout the month and you use it whenever you need to mark down a work day or an event or a gig. What you would do is make sure you're in this icon, tap it, and just tap on Add Element. And you can create different collections, add to a new collection, and title it. Let's say you want to name it Work, and create. And now when you go here to your Elements tab, you'll be able to find it here. So essentially this Elements tab is a place to have quick access to the stickers that you want to use often, and that way you don't have to be constantly dragging and dropping them in or copying and pasting them from the sticker book. They're just already here in your planner file and you can quickly access them. Okay, so the last thing I want to go over before ending this video is how you can kind of hack or edit some of the already pre-existing text throughout your planner. Let's say there's a header on a chart or something that just doesn't really apply to you. So let's go ahead and do an example here. Let's say that in these boxes here, specifically blog post, that header just does not apply to you. The first method that I like to use is called the whiteout method. And you're essentially just gonna take a pen with the color white and a thicker stroke. You could just white this out. And then right on top of that, in a different color, let's say instead of blog posts, you make YouTube videos. So that is a way to edit. The drawback to doing this is that if you wanted to edit what you wrote, you delete, and it's going to delete the whiteout portion and what you wrote on top. So you'd have to kind of start from scratch. So that's not ideal, but it's just a quick and easy way to edit that. Second way would be to use a shape. So you can grab a shape over here. I would actually choose a color for this. And then you could just do a shape around it. And if you keep your stylus on hold, it will snap. Sorry, and then you could just use the pen to fill this in. And that creates like a perfect shape. Another thing you can do is use a sticker. In the functional stickers I've provided, now mine are already here in the element section, sticky notes and washi. So let's say I want to use this one. I could just place it on top and then I could write in my new header, or I could use a text box right on top. And place that over the sticker. But that's just another quick example of how you can edit these titles if they don't apply to you and your planner. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to get into today. I'm happy to film future videos where I talk even more about how you can get super creative with this digital planner and show a few examples of how I use it. If that's something that would be interesting to you, let me know. If you have any questions, also feel free to reach out. I'm always available via email. This cover page I also forgot to mention. You can feel free to write in your name, whatever works for you here. I just wanted to keep it nice and minimal, and I do plan on sending updates to this planner. So if you purchase it, I will send you updates over time, cover pages, and also additional sticker packs, maybe something seasonal, and I'll be happy to send those over to you as freebies or add-ons for this planner as well. I think that is it for now, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video, and I hope you enjoy your new planner and have the most productive and amazing year yet. Bye!